Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought of something. I've been thinking about. I read somewhere about this issue of life and living your purpose, and I had some things written. It's about something to think about in your life. Just think about it. So my topic today will be yeah, just don't worry about that. Calculate your alive and dead time. And I have two considerations. One is what brings you life and what drains you. What really give you that satisfaction that yeah, whatever I'm doing is really good and yeah, it's satisfying, it's bringing positivity, it's just bringing good vibes. And then another thing is what drains you, what makes you just focus on the negative, what just makes you be that kind of person who their thoughts are just on negativity and just remembering, just focusing on your failures. Because I've been there, and I remember when I was in high school. After finishing high school, I didn't get that good grade, and yeah, I just remembered that I really used to focus on that failure. But then when I came to campus, I decided to focus on what builds me, what gives me that satisfaction that yes, really, you have to focus, you have to give your best, you have to be this kind of person who who brings good vibes, who brings positivity to people, who just makes people smile, yes, who just makes them just be happy. And yes, I decided to do that. So my points are what gives you life, what brings you life. When you calculate you're alive and dead, like what makes you become alive? Like yes, you're alive, but what is that thing that gives you the meaning of life, and what is that drains you, that makes your life to look like it's dead, like you're dead? So what's it? Number one, what brings you life? That's according to me. Yeah, that's according to me. Number one, mm-hmm, keeping myself focused. Just keeping yourself focused and just shutting those negative energies, those things that makes you think that you're not able to do it, those things that make you feel like you're not worth it, that the life you're living is not it. Yeah, just focusing, just keeping yourself focused and shutting the negative energies. Another thing is dwelling in the house of God. Yes, this is one thing that has always given me the meaning of life. Just dwelling in the house of God, just dwelling, just being with people. There's this verse that says that fellowship, don't forget the fellowship of brethren, the fellowship of believers. Yeah, I love fellowship, and I love when I just hear people's opinions, people's views on what the word of God is all about, and their views, and I just listen and learning and unlearning things. Yeah, just dwelling in the house of God so that you may get to learn and learn and just make yourself be that person who is relevant. Yeah. And then something else, looking at the positive side of everything and everyone. I remember yesterday I was reading a book. Yes, and the book was talking about a lady who was just focusing on the negatives of others. She had a best friend, but then this best friend used to really pick on her, just say, you know, you have a best friend and you always know that your best friend is this kind of a person who just say positive things on you, positive, positive, positive. But then this best friend, this best friend just never did it. The best friend was just focusing on her negatives, on the things that happened to her that is also hurting her, and she never felt it's nice. But then this is one thing that I learned from that story, that yes, the best friend was focusing on the negatives, but there's so many things that this best friend has always done to her that that is of impact, but she never saw that. She was just seeing the negatives. And so I learned to be this kind of a person who just focus on what is positive in someone, just focusing on their positivity and just bringing good vibes. You know, it's all about good vibes and just forgetting about the negative things and just focusing on what's positive, what gives you life, what makes you, yeah, what makes you feel good, and just what makes you appreciate someone. Yeah. And then focus on what add value to you. What's it that adds value to you? Is it visiting a children's home? Is it going to schools to just talk to little kids? Yeah, I love that. Is it um is it just being that kind of a person that when you're next to someone, you don't you don't be this kind of a person who focuses on whatever don't add value, like focus on what adds value to your life, what gives you the meaning of life, what just makes you this kind of a person whose life is making some sense. Yeah, I don't know if I've explained that so well, but yeah. And then yeah, it's what add value to you, yourself, and others. Yeah, just be this kind of a person who brings positivity in people's lives. Just be this kind of a person who, when someone looks at you, you just see the good, and not the negative. Yes, you have flaws, you have imperfections, but when someone looks at you, what is that thing that triggers his or her mind to just focus on what is good in your life and not your imperfections? Yeah, mark that. And then accomplishing my purpose. All of us have purposes. That's the thing that God created you to do, to be, yeah, just your purpose, accomplishing your purpose. I know personally, I don't even know whether I've accomplished my purpose, but I believe whatever I'm doing is it. Because I remember, I never thought of doing this media thing, but when I started doing it, I felt like it's satisfying. It's really making me feel like I'm doing something, like I'm adding value to someone. Because out of this, so many people have come to have commented, have inboxed me. They've also come to my WhatsApp, my Facebook, and asked and told me of how I'm adding value to their lives, and that's part of accomplishing my purpose. I believe so. And yes, just be someone who adds value to people and just making people feel like, yeah, they're alive for a reason. And then doing what you love. Yeah, just do what you love. What you love. Yes, what you love might be something that is negative to someone else, but what if we try to do something that you love, but focusing, but then you do what you love, but then someone else, you have people around you You have someone here, someone there, but then this is you focusing on what you love. Is what you love infringing on someone else's privacy? Is it infringing on someone else's peace? Let what you love be something that gives you peace and gives someone else's peace. You know? Yeah. And yes, I can't forget to speak about the negatives and what drains you. What is it that really drains you? What is it that really drains you? Stay tuned for the next part of the video. Bye bye. And guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that anytime I drop a video, you may get to be notified. And just don't forget to like, comment down there what you'd love me to do, because I love motivations. I do interviews also. I do vlogs, travel vlogs, vlogs about, yeah, I do hiking, and yes, I vlog about it. And also I just do tutorials about one or two things that I try to do, and just being creative. I do designs. I design for people, posters, brochures, birthday cards, so many designs. So if you'd love to someone to design for you, just hit me up. And guys, thank you for staying tuned. Bye bye.